This is Sebastian Oreb, also known as Australian Strength Coach on social media, but I've affectionately dubbed him as the world's strongest coach. Why? Because he is. Sebastian, who's a world-class powerlifter in his own right, coaches Hafthor Bjornsson, also known as the Mountain from Game of Thrones. Hafthor is a world's strongest man champion and under Sebastian's guidance was able to set the deadlift world record at 501 kilos. Just think about that for a second. 501 kilos. That's over 1,100 pounds. And being a strength coach myself, I've long been a fan of Sebastian, and I figured, why not learn from the best? So I signed up for 12 weeks of custom coaching to become a better coach myself and to see how strong I could really get in 12 weeks. And that's exactly what I'm going to talk about in this video. So not only did I sign up for his program, I also documented every single workout on this program in my vlog series, Getting Stronger as a Natty. Now, to answer the burning questions, did I get stronger? Well, I'll let you be the judge. Here's my squats from week 1. And here's my squats from week 12. Yeah. Now, did I get bigger? Again, here's me on week 1 and here's me at week 12. How did I get those results on that program? That's what I'm going to share with you. But more importantly, I'm going to show you how you could use this program or an iteration of this program so you can get bigger and stronger yourself. Now, I must preface this. 12 weeks is really not a long time. In fact, it's really the minimum amount of time any person needs to see a real and noticeable change in their strength and physique. And I'm no different. With this program, just like any other program, I didn't focus on the destination. I focused on the journey and I embraced the process. And I made a promise to myself that I wouldn't miss a single workout and that I would vlog every single workout while taking this program. So how'd this program start? Well, we had a very thorough consultation call. We discussed my goals, covered my baseline strength numbers, and then he created a plan that was specifically designed to bring up my squat, deadlift, overhead press, and bench press. And one thing I immediately loved is that his programming style was very similar to my own programming. I mean, it's a 4-day split, and it ran in 4-week cycles, increasing intensity each week, with every 4th week being a deload week, where you still lift heavy, but you just reduce the volume. And this program consisted of 3 4-week blocks, with each training block training the main barbell lifts or its variations, which not only made the training more interesting and enjoyable, but it also brought up my weak points. Now, it's important to be coachable. This was an online program, and he lives in Australia, and I live in Dubai. But he did provide me an app that allowed me to track my progress, and he gave me demo videos. We touched base about twice a week, and I submitted occasional videos. But I had a pretty good idea of what I was doing, and I'm a coach myself, so I tried to be as low maintenance of a client as possible. And dude, I take this shit seriously, because dude, I want to get strong, and I don't want to be a weak little bitch. So like I said, I didn't miss a single workout, and I ensured that I was doing everything else right outside of the gym. Dude, I was eating, I was sleeping, I was maximizing recovery, all right? And most importantly, I believed in myself and I believed in this program. How did this program unfold? I'm not gonna lie, blocks 1 and 2 were hard as f***. And it's kind of hard to explain 12 weeks of training in just a couple minutes, but I'll do my best without trying to go into too much boring detail. Block 1, day 1 was sets of 5 low bar squats and sets of 5 high bar pause squats, which is an amazing exercise to build positional strength. Day 2 was bench press, a ton of dumbbell pressing, and a lot of horizontal pulling. Day 3 was the hardest day by far. It was 10 sets of 6 snatch grip deficit deadlifts. That's it. That was the only exercise in that workout. And that was honestly all you could do that workout. Those things just blow you up. Day 4 was just overhead press paired up with lat pull downs or chin ups. Block 2, weeks 5 through 8, started off with heavier low bar back squats and then high volume high bar back squats. Like I'd say Monday, that was probably the hardest part because you're doing like 30 heavy ass back squats after doing really heavy low bar squats. Day 2, we did bench press, but it was like a Spoto press, so like a variation of a bench press, which was really good. It was new to me and definitely made me stronger at my bench. You paired that up with more horizontal pulling. And then day 3, that was a pause deficit deadlift, which builds positional strength. I mean, like these are hard as f***, but they're great and they do get you stronger. And then day 4 was actually close grip bench press, not overhead press, and he paired that up with weighted pull-ups. The close grip bench I think was really good for the overhead press though, because it definitely allowed you to shift heavier weight and it strengthened your triceps. And then block 3, finally, I got to do the real lifts, and I got to display all the strength that I built over that last 8 weeks. And it was really fun. He had a really clever way of doing it because it was a 4-3-2-1 descending rep scheme with back offsets. And like, so I'll give you an example. I would do a set of 4 and then like 2 sets of 8. And so I opened up with the first week where I ripped 500 pounds for the easiest set of 5 of my life. The last block was specifically designed for a peak for the 12th and final week. It was really smart programming and I really, really enjoyed it. But I'd definitely say the high point of the program was when I actually flew to Australia and I got to meet and be coached by Sebastian himself. I mean, the guy is just a fucking badass. And what really stood out to me about him is when I walked into his gym, he didn't even acknowledge me because he was too busy actually doing a training session with a client. He was like just completely focused on that client. And I thought to myself, wow. This guy doesn't even need to be doing PT right now. He's already like a really successful online coach, and believe me, he does well for himself. But he's just so passionate about coaching and strength, he was just completely focused on that client. I was like, dude, this is the kind of guy that I would want coaching me. And so what we actually ended up doing is we just stuck to the program. And it was a lot of fun. I got to be coached, which I never get to be coached. And you'll see from these clips, dude, I fucking blew up a 375 squat for an easy set of 4. And then I pulled the easiest set of deadlifts of my life where I hit a triple at 535 pounds.
Yes, you got it, man. Let's go. Yes! Oh, easy, bro. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Nice work. Easy, bro.
That's fucking cheat code.
Yeah, man.
Like, dude, I was jacked up. I mean, he was coaching me. He was slapping me around. Like, dude, it was an amazing experience. Now, is my 12-week program perfect? No. It's never going to be perfect. It's never just going to be all smooth sailing. What the program was just a bunch of hard-ass fucking work, like any program should be. I'm telling you, like, that deficit snatch grip cycle was hard as fuck. It was one of the hardest 4-week strength blocks I've ever done. And I've done some really hard training blocks. But I think it was amazing overall for my posterior chain strength. And I didn't PR my bench press either, which is my fault because it was just a technique issue, which I'm still working on. But I learned in person with Sebastian that I just have a really bad habit of lifting my hips off the bench, which wouldn't count any like legitimate powerlifting meet. So I'm still getting better and I'm really confident that I will improve my bench press just with more practice. Also, when I was doing the program, I didn't follow it to a T. I included some conditioning and CrossFit style workouts throughout it because of my own programming bias. But if I really just wanted to get as strong and big as possible, I wouldn't do any conditioning. I just did it because I think it's important to do conditioning for health reasons. And lastly, traveling made it hard to follow the program perfectly. I mean, when I got to Australia, I was jet lagged as fuck. In the holidays, I got sick over the New Year. Like, there was just a few days where I was just like totally out of it, jet lagged and sick. Dude, when you take a program, that kind of stuff's gonna happen. I mean, you travel, you might get sick, you might get injured. In fact, I was actually really proud of myself that I was able to follow the program as closely as I did. Now, did I get stronger? Abso-fucking-lutely. Like I said, I took my back squat from 375 pounds to 410 pounds. Yeah! And that was a conservative 1 rep max. I think probably the biggest thing for me though is that I put 10 pounds on my overhead press and I hit a new PR of 190 pounds, which I haven't PR'd on in over 2 years. And I also hit the easiest 3 rep max deadlift of my life at 535 pounds. So I know a deadlift PR is close. Now, did I get bigger? Well, I gained around 10 pounds of body weight over the 12 weeks purposely. Yes, I gained some fat, but I definitely gained more muscle. I was just eating a ton of meat, eggs, dairy, and high quality carbs. And I just made sure that I was always eating more than I wanted to most every day. And I probably could have done a better job on that. Overall, this was a great program and one of my favorites to date. It was well designed and I feel like I got more than I paid for. I mean, I got to meet and train under one of the world's best coaches, and I definitely got bigger and stronger. Now, could I have executed it better? Yes. And I plan to run it again in 6 to 12 months, and I'm sure I'll get even better results then. I want you to ask yourself, what would happen if you trained under the world's strongest coach? Would you get stronger? Absolutely. I mean, what would happen if you dialed in your training, nutrition, and recovery for 12 solid weeks, and you truly committed to this program and believed in yourself? You just need the direction and guidance. I just felt like if this program was good enough for the world's strongest man, then it was probably good enough for me. And if this program was good enough for me, then it's probably good enough for you. In fact, you'd probably get the best results ever if you've never taken a legit 12-week program from an experienced coach that doesn't just do steroids, but actually knows what the fuck they're talking about. The good news is, you don't have to pay $2,000 like I did for a custom program. And I told Sebastian I was doing this, and I'm not ripping him off. So what I did, I just recreated this program and made it even better, where it includes a state-of-the-art training app, direct access and support with me with DMs, detailed training notes, like all your weights, sets, reps, rest times, that's all written in there for you. It has HD videos of me doing these exercises so you know exactly what and how to do them. And the best part, this app automatically calculates your weights, which is awesome because then it pretty much becomes a custom program. You don't have to think about anything. All you gotta do is get your ass in the gym and attack the workouts. And if that wasn't enough, I also include a complimentary anabolic meal plan and custom calories and macros, so you know exactly what and how much to eat. But the best part is you get it for a fraction of the cost. I told you I paid $2,000 for this custom program, but I'm selling it for just 60 bucks. I mean, just do the math. That's 20 bucks a month. You probably spend more on Pornhub and OnlyFans than that. And I'm not trying to be a cheesy salesman either. Dude, if you don't want to buy the program, you can literally just steal it. Just go watch my training vlogs on YouTube, where you can see me put myself through this exact program day by day. In fact, I highly recommend that you watch those vlogs anyways, so you can see how to train with the proper intensity and consistency to get the best results. But if you want to check out my 12-week natty bulk program, the link's in the description. It's one of the best programs I've ever put out, and I'm really proud of it. Lastly, make sure you check out Sebastian on Instagram and YouTube at Australian Strength Coach. He puts out incredible educational content, and this dude speaks facts. And most importantly, he practices what he preaches, and he only speaks from experience. And don't forget, links to my supplements and gear are below. Please like, share, and subscribe, and thanks for watching.